Then they flew at Tedros. Tedros, move! Agatha gasped, shoving him left just as Ryan shoved him right, trapping Tedros strict in the scream's path. A gush of amber liquid suddenly sloped down from above, drenching the ooze and splashing to the ground. The screams looked up, startled. So did Tedros. Borden and William gaped down between pillars. Borden thought we are supposed to pour it, said William. Tedros groaned. But now the oil-soaked streams had turned back to the king, their level tips glowing green. They slashed towards him. Tedros lunged forward with his gold finger glow just as the screams hit his chest, and with a lion's roar, he swiped his fingertip across them, setting the ooze aflame. Instantly, the screams detonated into a fireball, shrinking and sizzling before they crumbled into dust. Anadal's 3 rats set upon them, scarfing them up like they were crisped bacon. The entire group slumped with relief. Ryan squeezed Tedros' shoulder. Good thinking, Your Highness. Tedros glanced at Agatha. Occasionally, I can think like a king. Agatha flinched. Tedros! Sorry to interrupt your drama, but we are still about to die, Sophie said as more screams shot through a 7-foot nymph in front of them. Somewhere Kiko screamed. Tedros might have killed a few screams, but how do we kill the rest? Blanks, said Hester, eyeing Anadal. Talent, said Anadal, eyeing Hester. The waitress turned to Sophie. Neither of which you have, said Anadal. She snapped at her fingers, and her 3 black vests hopped onto her shoulders. Wes? Sophie sniffed as Anadal swept to her pets. That's what's supposed to save us. Anadal's wet eyes sliced through her. Watch! The West jumped off her shoulders and cannonballed into the puddle of oil like pigs into mud, slavering every inch of their fur, clumping up mouthfuls of it and hissing gleefully. Then they took off, scrambling up soldiers' bodies and onto their heads. They ripped their wet tails and sprayed oil onto any screams within reach, before leaping to the next soldier's head like a landing pad, dosing eels as they flew. Like stealth trapeze artists, they swung across the battlefield, twirling and tumbling and shaking out their fur to make sure every scream got a flick of oil, careful not to wet the soldiers. Agatha's eyes tried to keep up with them in the night sky, pig-pounding in and out of torchlights like kamikaze fairies. Locked in battle with Camelot's army, the screams didn't notice 3 tiny furballs silently crisscrossing the air above as they executed spiral death drops and arrow dives, squeezing every last drop of oil from their bodies onto eels and spraying them with whatever they get loaded in their mouths, until at last their work was done and they collapsed exhausted and reeking in their master's lap. Agatha and the rest of the group blinked at the rest. Now what? Sophie said, unimpressed. Hester glared. Now it's my turn. With a searing cry, the demon on Hester's neck flew off her skin, grazing Sophie's cheek as he whisked towards the battlefield, inflicting two white-skinned, full-bodied lives. Conjuring glowing fireballs from his mouth, he hurled them at unsuspecting screams, igniting the oil and combusting the eels to ashes. Soldiers ducked in shock as flame bombs exploded all around them like a fireworks show, screams multiplying until they were all Agatha could hear. Ryan and Tedros looked at each other, then wheeled to the group. Let's go, said Tedros. The crew charged into battle behind the king and knights, who hacked at flaming scream with their swords. Bleeding and struggling with a limp, Horseman Wolf snatched screams out of the air and let out savage wars as he tore the eels apart. Sophie's lips blazing screams opened with a dagger just wiped off the ground. Beatrix and Winner shot them through with bows and arrows. Hester and Anada went to help Kiko, tormented by a burning scream that had yet to die, while Nicola whirled Venus' dented shield like a frying pan at her father's pup and smashed the screams to pieces. But Agatha still hadn't moved from the archway. She had never fought with no magic, nor used a sword before. She didn't have Tedros' strength, or Ryan's skills, or Sophie's evil. But neither did Nicola, or Hot, or Dot. They had something else to face with, she realized it, her heart thumping like a war drum. The same thing that had fueled her in every war against evil. Her friends. She grabbed a pickaxe from a fallen dwarf and stomped into the fight, chopping screams out of the air and spinning around to bludgeon more. Burning screams came from every direction, like falling comets shrieking at Goose future queen. Over and over, she took them down with vicious yells, spraying the air with fire dust until Agatha was bent over and heaving, with no more screams to kill. Slowly she rose, her axe over her shoulder, her face smeared with ooze, her hair matted to her head. The rest of the group gathered at her side, looking out at the field awash in bodies and mist. Rounded soldiers stared, others looked out from their hiding places, stunned to still be alive.